Hi guys, welcome back to APA-TURE-RITA episode 6. So, with us today, we have our first ever female guest, and she also happens to be the first ever female president of this one society. So, without further ado, let us go on with our guest. You want to introduce yourself?
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Naielah Nafisah binti Zarkashi, but most of my friends and colleagues usually refer me as Nai. So saya berasal dari Miri Sarawak, but currently living in Ampang, Selangor. And if I can further explain about myself, some of my hobbies, I love to jog, and I also love to cook.
So you always jog around your area ke? Like
Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
specific time ke setiap hari or at 5 or like at night I go jog.
I would say whenever, biasanya hari yang kelas habis pukul 4 lah. Because I usually jog 5:30.
Oh,
And in fact, I think agak recent we have program ADRC Mileage Challenge for 30 km in 1 month. I joined that one lah.
Oh.
And 1 August 2024, I signed up for half marathon.
Are you a part of RSC? Or you join program?
I joined ARC under X team.
Oh, wow.
So, what's your longest run? No? 10 km?
Longest run.
Without.
I think August this year, I joined my first half marathon.
Damn. So she's balanced, guys. Like study and like leadership, and then also in sports lifestyle and all that. So
Okay, you said that
admirable.
You like cooking also, right?
Yeah.
So, what you will rate yourself? What you will rate your cooking?
If I can rate myself, maybe 8 out of 10.
So you don't usually eat at mahala, usually cook.
I biasa cook kat rumah. Usually actually for my brother lah. Now dia dah jam 4. So I start to cook for him lah.
Good crush. Man. Okay, let's get back to our topic for this episode. So, this specific episode right now, we are filming it in during week 8, right? So, week 8 right now, what's happening, what's hot in UAE is the election from every Kulliyyah, in every Kulliyyah, right? So, we specifically invited her and want to like congratulate her for like becoming the president of LAWSOC. LAWSOC already did their election and all that. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. We wanna ask like what, why, and how, why did you like bertanding untuk president? Like,
I mean,
who
like,
encouraged you?
Yeah, your journey and experience that led you to become the first female president of Law Society.
So what encouraged me and the journey? If I can divide into 2 points.
Yeah, sure.
Number 1, definitely the encouragement coming from my friends, my batchmate, the people who I work with and I work for. So my friends, the people who I work for first would be Encik Umar. Encik Umar was one of the administrative officer dekat ICOL. Because previously I was the chairperson for academic and legal skills under LAWSOC juga. So I memang banyak liaise with him lah. So waktu semester 3 kot, this year, time tu I tengah meeting with him, macam about nak settlekan problem students semua tu. He asked me lah, he said, Naielah, awak tak nak run ke for president lepas ni? Time tu bulan Julai kot. So I tak, narik jugalah. Tapi I think the kerja as chairperson tu dah cukup memenatkan. So I think I want to rest lah. I mentioned to my friends, I want to be the mysterious girl after the election. To remain mysterious lah, nak bersara. So, but during that time pun macam some of my friends macam tease me lah. Oh, lepas ni jadilah presiden apa semua. So encouragement from them. Some of them offered to be my campaign manager lah apa semua. So waktu dah nak dekat ataupun waktu the notice of election keluar, masih lagi belum ada lagi intention to Tapi some of my friends kata if you don't nominate yourself, I will nominate you apa semua. Dia macam memang sangat-sangat support lah. And there are some hearsay yang no one willing to take the responsibility. So that goes to my second point, which is I sign up for this memang definitely out of responsibility. Sebab I think this is kira my third tenure lah with LAWSOC. I joined since my first year. So I think kenapa the reason why I ditakdirkan untuk join dari first year, lepas tu sambung second year as chairperson, semua adalah untuk ni, untuk ready me to hold this position, supaya I dah know the person dekat office, dia selok-belok what are the do and don'ts dekat I call adalah to prepare me for this. So ada hikmah dia.
Betul.
So I think macam I don't think I would hate myself if after this I see LAWSOC dibiarkan turumbang ambing, tak ada orang yang sanggup ambil benda tu. So that's why I choose to step up lah.
You say this is your third tenure.
Yeah.
So like is it like for your first semester you could take as a committee, as a student society and any, so 1 year does it mean like it's like your first tenure ends in your second year?
I signed up as the subcommittee or secretary lah for a secretariat. Secretariat tu macam biro lah dalam LAWSOC. So I signed up as the secretary for academic. So that's where macam I learn, I observe lah what my chairperson and co-chair do. So that's how I apply lah when I later become the chairperson.
Because for me, I STSS, I joined as my first year, and our tenure, which is my first one, and this next 2 weeks. Next
the
2
end
weeks.
of this
So
month.
basically just one tenure until first year and second year. So you said your first year, one tenure, second year, second tenure. So is it one tenure equals to 1 year or 6 months?
I think 1 year.
1 year, right? 2 semester. So like you became the subcommittee and then you voluntarily became the co-chair, chairperson, and then the president.
Yeah.
Because of your friends, the support and all that. So, like what is the preparation that you said like your friends voluntarily wanted to become part of your team to help you campaign and all that. Can you share with us the preparation of your campaigning, your team, how did you build your team, and like are there any challenges or hiccups, and how did you guys overcome it?
Okay. I would say the preparation for election honestly agak simple, agak ringkas. However, I think it starts with coming out with the manifesto first. Because I think macam if you want to, contohlah you have to hold the position of president, you have to have a clear vision lah what you want to do. And that vision definitely something yang practical dan boleh di-execute. Bukan something yang macam idea sangat-sangat abstract, tapi dari segi execution later tu kita tak pasti boleh buat ataupun tidak. So I would say the first would be to create the manifesto first. So I sit down lah with my friends yang also macam experience lah as student committee, ada from Woods Club. If I can give a shout out to my friend Naielah and also Isang Saini.
Hello.
Yeah. They volunteered to be my somehow quote-unquote campaign manager lah. So they become my moral support lah. We brainstorm the manifesto, apa problem yang ada dekat icon sekarang ni, yang kita boleh cuba untuk rectify dan possible ataupun tidak untuk kita ubah praktikal lah. Apa cara dia, saluran dia. So we brainstorm and that's where lah come the manifesto. And number 2, I would say dari segi poster lah, the PR. Honestly, I myself not the type yang suka untuk macam meminta orang untuk vote me apa semua. I prefer appointment based on merit ataupun how selama ini orang based on trust lah. How my not reputation lah. What people perceive me sepanjang dia bekerja with me. Then they trust me, they appoint me. So I'm not the type yang please vote me. I'm tak suka lah begging for vote apa semua.
Meaning like like holding a mic and saying,
Yeah.
vote me.
No, I'm not that type lah. However, I think macam for me to assume that position, I have to go out from that lah. So that's why ada poster apa semua. And actually the poster was made by one of my beloved friend, Brother Maru. We worked together during Ta'aruf Week. He was the program manager and I was the secretary. So he was the architecture student. Kaid already graduated but now pursuing master. So he helped me lah with the poster. And the theme is Barbie. I specifically request him.
Can I see ada dekat your IG or mana-mana?
Ada.
Barbie
So your favourite colour is pink lah?
Not really favourite.
Okay, who cadangkan idea the theme tu? Is it you or
Barbie.
him?
I myself.
She literally just said it.
Cute, guys. Super cute. I think I've seen this before. Oh, Barbie, so cute. Oh, so there's no, you said good for me, there's nothing like that. So, yeah, sebab sekarang kan lots I see yang banyak candidates punya election posters vote for me and then banyak lah macam vote for them lah tapi you punya tak ada. So apa macam wrong macam tu. That's really good. And then other than
The poster, I would say the third is the preparation for the presidential dialogue. So that's where you have to present your manifesto and also people will bombard you with questions. So honestly, if I can be honest, I don't really prepare much, but I think thoroughly about the manifesto and all the answers for the question yang they ask me adalah sebenarnya the answer based on my experience sebelum ni. My experience waktu being the chairperson, apa semua dah membantu I untuk macam answer lah. Contohnya macam ada konflik, the procedural, because I assume the position before this sangat-sangat membantu lah.
And then are there any challenges ujian rintangan or criticism from people ke apa ke?
Setakat ni tak ada lagi criticism. Everyone sangat-sangat supportive. Seriously, dia sangat supportive and positive about that. However, this is a rintangan with myself lah. I'm battling with myself. Which is, I'm not the type yang suka ataupun selesa with meminta people to help me. I don't like to menyusahkan orang lah.
Yeah.
So, however, when we want to do campaign apa semua, definitely we need help. We cannot do on our own. For example, poster apa semua. I'm not creative. Definitely I have to minta bantuan dari orang. So, I macam sembang lah dengan my past president, Brother Akil, how I want to request, tak apa ke minta tolong kawan-kawan semua ni. Kata tak apa, kawan-kawan semua tu memang betul tak nak bantu. Contoh macam my friend yang tadi tu kan, I kena bagi something ke in exchange. Tak, diorang semua betul-betul nak bantu macam as a friend. So I just have to appreciate them apa semua. So that's why macam agak susah lah for me nak go out and minta tolong tu.
Kalau jenis yang tak suka minta tolong orang. I can relate to that.
Previously, you said that you're scared that no one's gonna go for president. So, who were your contenders for the presidential seat for LAWSOC?
Actually, adalah dengar-dengar people who want to contest apa semua, but he end up tak contest. So that's how I won uncontested.
Oh, you won.
Nice. Oh, luck. Okay.
She forgot her questions.
It's okay.
Yeah. And then
Okay, let me ask her. For you becoming the first, do you feel like because this is basically everyone sees president it's like basically a male dominant spot
Okay.
So how do you face if any criticisms that have been thrown to your way? I don't think this girl can handle the pressure being president. What do you say to them?
Okay. What will I say to them? Ataupun whether I pernah hadap any criticism about this. So far, within ICOL, tak ada such mindset. Everyone sangat-sangat supportive. My male friends, my male groupmates semua. Even my campaign manager was male. They support me. So I belum face lagi lah that. However, from me myself, I would say gender doesn't really play any role, but experiences dan kemahuan to assume that responsibility play roles. Jadi sebenarnya kalau kita ni for me macam if we are women pun, if we don't have macam the kemahuan to do something for the society, tak boleh juga. But if we are male but we don't have experience sangat and we don't really willing to do something, tak boleh juga. So at the end about competency lah, I would say depends on individual. So doesn't really about gender. And about I would say being the first female president, I honestly tak pernah terfikir pun that would be something yang sangat significant dekat ICOL. However, after I was appointed tu, baru I realise lah I was the first, and most macam alumni reach out to me macam congratulations, you are the first, macam kita tak pernah ada female president before this. The deputy dean semua congratulate. So that's why lah I think macam significant sebenarnya, and rupanya kita tak pernah ada first female president. So that comes with responsibility jugalah. I somehow menjadi
you more pressure yourself lah.
Ya, lebih pressure untuk menunjukkan lah yang wanita ni boleh assume the responsibility.
Do you have anyone that you look up to or like your role model ke apa ke?
Role model I would say role model would be my mom. My mom because she's juggling between working but at the same time she will ensure balik rumah she will masak. So I think sangat-sangat susah lah that one. You want to balance between your responsibility di pejabat dan juga di rumah. Other than that, I would say my lecturer juga. I want to be as educated as them and very wise lah.
Yeah, betul, faham. So thoughts on becoming the first female president for LAWSOC? Like before this you said that gender does not matter and all that, and then so like just asking like your general thoughts lah macam tu. Like you feel pressure, right? And then like do you have like any friends yang sorry jap Kat. Sorry Nick, tolong cut Nick.
Okay.
No cuts.
Sebab ni soalan untuk second half.
Let me ask.
The first, jap. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
If you don't know Nick is not gonna cut that.
Okay.
Because this our goal is like not having any cuts.
Okay.
So if you have like Miss Hassan there,
It's okay.
yeah, calm down. You don't have anything.
Okay, Nick ni lepas cut 1, 2, 3, action balik.
So you becoming the LAWSOC punya president. So from previous, if you say you're from first tenure to second tenure, what changes that you want to bring that is not from the previous tenure and the first tenure and the second tenure? What changes you want to bring in this third tenure that you are in?
Okay. So this was included under my manifesto would be about welfare and also alumni. So welfare, I'm referring to the facility in ICOL. Because if you have been in ICOL, the facility, sorry not to defame ICOL, but facility dia sangat kurang lah. So we have cases of ceiling jatuh setiap minggu. Hujan.
Setiap minggu?
Not setiap minggu lah, tapi macam ada je dalam group. General SOC. Ceiling jatuh lagi, sudah report. Bangunan lama. So pasal facility and some of the places yang underutilized disebabkan the condition tu lah, macam ada anak-anak and not really welcoming. Some student doesn't even know the existence of certain room. For example, the student activity center. And then our cafe pun ada yang kerusi tak ada. So kekurangan di situ lah. And second, we are lacking in budget. When we want to do rectification on part of macam tadi lah, tak ada kerusi, condition yang student activity center yang tak welcoming semua tu. So that's where I think the roles of alumni datang lah. So I want to do somehow like a project like iCollins giving back to iCollins. For example, this one under the collaboration with, if I may propose, under collaboration with iCall Alumni Wing. So I want to do a project where we actually do a catalogue of things yang we want to rectify dekat iCall, our wish list. So we will send to them, they will pick macam what part they want to contribute. Instead of we request, sir can you give 5,000? So instead, sir can you pick which part you want to correct dalam iCall ni. So they know lah macam benda yang they will sumbang ni, mereka akan gunakan for this. So that's where macam connection with iCall Alumni Wing sangat penting. We want to get database of all alumni iCall dari dulu sampai sekarang. Sebab iCall sangat-sangat lama. One of the oldest lah in IIUM, if I'm not mistaken. The oldest kuliah. However, when we want to solicit for budget, sekarang ni, we usually macam minta from the same alumni. So that's where macam ada, why the society asyik minta budget from us, because we focus on the same person. However, there are so many alumni yang we haven't reached. That's why lah I want to connect them and show appreciation to them. Sebab most of them are currently practicing lah as legal practitioner, dah berjaya. So macam sayang lah when we macam dah disconnect with them.
I think every kuliah society can take note on this. I think no society have taken like focusing on their alumni.
Good.
I think only one. I think Kait lah. Kait focuses on their alumni. That's why they're balling. If more society wants to make like a grand event, they need to contact their alumni. Because for KCT, right, for ICTSS right now, for one of the events that I'm organizing, I'm coordinating vice program manager, which is do LAWSOC have AGD?
AGD refers to?
Annual Grand Dinner.
I don't think we have.
For KCT, I think it's a yearly event. So basically, what AGD is, we're calling alumni, staff of KCT and lecturers, and also students, mostly students lah, will come for one night and like celebrate the year, and probably celebrating the end of this ISS tenure 2223. So basically, in that, one of advocate is like finding sponsors from alumni and staff. So come on, like KCT, probably some of them are balling. So we're trying to reach out to the alumni, like you said, connecting alumni and also to their base society.
And the ICO alumni wing is like a club for alumni.
Yeah, somehow macam boleh lah macam club, but it's more like association lah. Association of all alumni. And talking about alumni, for me, sumbangan wang is not the only way they can contribute. But sekarang ni we also practice macam we invite alumni to provide workshop, talk. For example, previously I handled criminal trial advocacy. So macam we have alumni yang used to be a judge, used to be currently practicing as criminal lawyer. So they will provide the workshop for our participants. And usually the pro, if you invite alumni, they usually don't even pay. They will not ask for payment lah. They memang datang purely because they want to contribute back. So itulah ada dia punya pro.
Okay, that's really good. Interesting. Baru tahu yang, because I heard that UIA ni memang quite famous with like alumni give back to the university, to the students macam tu. To know that ICO also have that, and you guys seek like sponsorship.
Yeah,
Is it
sponsorship.
Okay, nice. So what are your plan and target after election ni? So like like first thing first that you do after you dah dapat jadi president of LAWSOC, what did you do? And what is your plan and target after this?
I would say the things yang I have done right after I assumed the position, right before the mid-sem break, was to sit down lah with all the new tenure. So we did that during the mid-sem break. So we discussed, and somehow we had session with previous tenure to make them understand lah what previous tenure had done. It's because we have secretaries, treasurer and also secretariats or quote-unquote biro lah. So the previous tenure brief them lah about what the nature of the secretariat. We want to liaise with who dekat office, and also what we can plan lah for after this. So that apa yang kami dah buat, what I have done waktu the mid-sem, and also plan after this. Setakat ni, despite macam baru sahaja assume the position, we have tons of tasks already lah. I would say the nearest next week we have visit from Maktab Mahmud, Kulim Kedah, because I call sangat macam popular with visitor. Minggu depan Maktab Mahmud, January 16 we have University Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta. February we have student trip from Japan. So that one usually macam LAWSOC lah akan bantu sekali with office. However, I would say for after this, under the tenure, definitely I want to proceed with what I have planned in the manifesto, but at the same time to execute the inherent task of the respective secretariats. For example, the Secretariat Intellectual Development, they will focus on doing programs yang akan intellectually develop the students. For academic, it is more a service type punya secretariat, so they continue to serve the student. But for me, actually one of my manifesto juga adalah to open I call students punya view tentang legal punya field ni. For example, if you ask macam law student what they want to be after this kan, most of them akan cakap want to be lawyer. Ataupun some of them tak tahu because they isi UPU pun sebab parents suruh. But some of them tak tahu sebenarnya legal industry ni lebih luas daripada itu. We have public prosecutor, we have arbitrators. Have you heard about arbitrators?
No.
Mediators.
Basically, arbitrators is the fact checker, right?
No. Arbitrators are different, but arbitrators is one of pekerjaan dalam legal industry juga. You arbitrate, you menjadi macam orang tengah yang menyelesaikan dispute between two parties. Basically two parties. Macam middleman lah. Macam both parties yang tengah dispute, they will send arbitrators daripada both side and one more from the arbitration center. So they present their case, and then they will arbitrate and decide lah what's the best for both parties. So this is one of the alternative dispute resolution, which means kita tak nak secara mudahnya, we don't want to settle dalam court lah, we settle outside. Usually macam company yang besar-besar, they want to keep their reputation kan, nak masuk dalam court, they will settle outside.
Oh, macam PM
Basically,
tepi
that's the job of arbitrators lah.
Yes, mediator menjadi orang tengah between yang dispute juga. Macam to mediate, make sure parties tu tak terlalu emotional, apa semua. That is part of legal profession juga. Public prosecutor, but some people tak tahu. So I want to luaskan pandangan mereka by make more visits to Asian Arbitration Center, Mediation Center. They will meet arbitrators, because one of the common visits that we usually make would be court visit. That's why macam we are limited to, inilah tempat kita bekerja. Tapi we don't know, actually we can become arbitrator juga, we can get license for mediation.
So like benda ni it's not well known among the students?
Yes, it's not well known, and most yang tahu pun would be those who join Moods Club. And I'm one of the member for Moods Club jugalah.
Okay, so we're gonna talk more about campus election right after our break. Okay, so let's now dive into IIUM campus election. So as we're right now we are having a Kulliyyah election, right? So let's talk about it. Sekarang ni MSAS, right, and also IRKHS that is going through their election macam tu, like, and I want to ask about like among the Kulliyyah election, which Kulliyyah caught your eyes and attention?
I think yang lebih caught my attention would be economics.
Econs.
Econs.
Sorry, going through. Yeah, it's really interesting to see. how meriah and all that. But the thing is, this is not only applies to MSAS but also all the kuliah punya student lah, like the total turnout voters. Do you think this year, this semester, this tenure, you punya election hari tu, how was the total turnout voters? Did the students shows up?
Just give us the rough percentage.
I would say kalau in combination of with yang previous punya election, masih lagi tengah-tengah kot. Not yang paling participative lah.
Faham? Do you think, ada like why is the student
I think dari segi participation of students dalam general election, somehow how we want to increase lah kot, would be to instill first keperluan for them to actually vote lah. Tapi from my understanding or from my opinion lah, how we want to instill their participation adalah by having a solid connection between the student society first with the student. For example, the existing tenure yang lepas, they establish a very good connection with student. Student can see that the society can actually do something, and they macam banyak buat program with student, and student also join them as committee. They see that, so because of that, for the next election, they see the keperluan to either maintain the status quo yang baik itu ataupun to have a better person to continue that society. So when they see the keperluan to actually have a good person to navigate that society, that's where I think macam we can increase participation. So I think the main point would be the society themselves must be well connected lah dengan student, dari segi macam activity, welfare student, and to show student yang that society can actually do something.
Student in ICO more local, right?
Yeah.
International. International student face any problems with that? Ada issues ke?
Issues dari segi apa?
Macam I heard since yang you guys tak banyak international students, right? So did they ada feel like minority of course, but did they feel included in daily macam kawan ke, like just university life?
I think so far
everyone?
maybe since international student di ICOL sangat-sangat sedikit, and because of that macam lebih mudah untuk somehow to include them. So cara-caranya, for example, definitely the campaign must be conducted in English, and we macam memang befriends them lah, international student. So that's where I think for the context of ICOL, not much problem lah about international.
Jarang lah complain or ada
So
problem.
far macam I haven't heard lah. And in fact dalam LAWSOC we have international punya secretariat.
Okay, that's nice.
So enough of us asking you. So what do you want to also bring yourself? What are the clubs that also beside the student society of ICOL? What clubs are the clubs that you join also?
And the one that you want more ICOL student to acknowledge. Just now you mentioned about Moods Club.
Yeah, Moods Club. I think sebenarnya that club is also under ICOL, but most people tak tahu sangat, especially from other kuliah. So basically in ICOL we have many clubs sebenarnya. We have but in general lah, we have ICOL Shura Council. So under that we have LAWSOC, we have Moods Club, Legal Aid Club, Law Majalah, ICOL Press. So the Moods Club that I have mentioned focuses on mooting. Mooting, you have heard about mooting?
Yeah, I did just now when we had
Okay.
the talk.
I don't know, I haven't heard about it.
The first time lah I dengar about mooting. So mooting ni actually a simulation of a court proceeding. So in the context of competition, usually the participants or the students of ICOL will be acting as counsels for two sides. For example, at the Court of Appeal, as the appellant, orang yang merayu, dan as the respondent, orang yang merespon kepada rayuan tersebut. So, kira macam the competition would be they submitting in front of a judge lah. A judge in which dalam konteks competition, usually they will invite lawyers, but for final rounds, they invite actual judges, high court judges. And in fact, today, I just completed an internal competition in ICOL advocacy competition, but this time I participate as the coach. Last year, I participate as participant, which is my first mooting competition lah.
So is that under Moods Club?
Yeah, under Moods Club.
Kind of interesting, you said that not all ICOL students know about this, right? So like any ICOL students, you want to your president now telling you to, are you telling them to join?
Yeah, I'm telling everyone to join. Macam I faham je, some of them tahu sebenarnya the existence, tapi diorang takut. Sebab mooting ni scary lah, agak scary sebenarnya for first timer. You have to do many research and you have to brush up your advocacy skills. You present your argument before the judge, your court decorum. I myself is one of the person who was scared at that time. So that's where I start to join the internal competition last year. Sebab nak join external, I cannot imagine. I don't know how to prepare for the selection. And the reason ramai tak join the selection adalah because they don't know lah what to do after that. So that's why the internal competition tu memainkan peranan. Because I think at that time, this is what I'm going to do in long term. In long term, waktu dah kerja, aku tak boleh lari pun daripada ni. Supaya aku buat sekarang. So,
you plan to menceburi bidang dan to jadi lawyer, is it?
Macam in long term, kita tak boleh lari pun dari kena buat benda ni.
So every law student akan kena buat mooting ni? They have to?
From what I know, okay, kalau dalam konteks ICOL lah, not ada law school. Kalau dekat ICOL, we have subject compulsory moot. So that's when macam kali pertama mereka dikenalkan lah dengan mooting ni. Tapi compulsory moot ni waktu third year, waktu second year, second sem. Jadi apa yang berlaku kepada first year dan second year student kan yang first sem, agak lambat lah mereka diperkenalkan dengan mooting ni. Sebab tu ramai takut nak join selection apa semua. Tapi that's why macam internal competition ni memainkan peranan penting lah untuk give earlier exposure lah. So bila I join the internal competition tu, waktu compulsory moot tu memang lebih excel lah. Dia memang sangat-sangat membantu.
Okay. So to all law students out there, please join the club.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's bring up our before the break. You said that you like cooking.
Okay.
So basically, and you said you rate yourself as 8 out of 10. So I just want to ask, based on our first episode, we talk about foods in UIA. So can you tell us your Mahala Cafe rating, and from each rating, can you give like the best food in that Mahala?
Okay. I think the best food, the best food dekat Mahala Farouk, specifically beef shawarma and also nasi kukus ayam berempah. Number 2 yang I wajib pergi ataupun beli for dinner would be Hafsah, because I like the varieties of choice yang buffet tu. Because I'm the type yang kena ada salad. Kalau makan dengan nasi. So I suka dia punya daging, sambal, makan dengan salad. Macam if ramai tak tahu, cafe ICOL pun sekarang agak meriah lah. Ada option salad apa semua, spaghetti, garlic bread. Serius. Kadang-kadang ada topoki.
Wow.
Spaghetti semua ada waktu pagi. Chicken, macam best lah.
I think right now KCT's cafe used to have good stuff. Now one of the what do you call it? Vendors left. So now it's only one open.
That's not enough. Enough food for the students.
It's enough. It's just that it's not as good as before.
Faham? Bila tukar vendor ni kan.
And do you know also, you said that you like Hafsah's, what do you call, nasi campur, right?
Buffet.
The buffet, right? Do you know that those vendors was usually at Ali?
Ali?
Yeah. That's why because I know Ali was famous for the shawarma. But then when I was first year I came, I was like, man, I gotta try it because when I was form 3, I class Arabic class here. So every time I just go to Ali and eat the shawarma. But then when I first year first sem I was like, man, I gotta try back getting back the nostalgia of that Basin food, you know. So I went there, I tried like, nah, it's not the same. Like why does this like it tastes like it's not as good.
Daripada
So
you rasa
then
dulu.
then my friend said, do you want to try shawarma Hafsah? I was like, boleh pergi mana perempuan makan. Oh boleh. Then try and said, wait, I think I've tasted this shawarma before kan. But then I got to notice from a fourth year from one of my karate class, he said, yeah, they changed the vendor changed. I was like, so from Ali changed to Hafsah.
Sama lah rasa yang Hafsah tu.
Yes, it's dulu when they started change. That's what I was like, because it was so cheap. It used to be RM4 now. That it was loaded.
Shawarma.
Now it's RM5.50. It's tambah RM1.5 lah. But it's still cheap for shawarma. Shawarma.
Selalunya RM6 kita jumpa kan.
Betul. You mention shawarma kan. Sorry
Kenapa?
Tapi I kurang sikit shawarma Hafsah. I think because of the roti kot. I punya favourite sebab I used to duduk Salahuddin. So I memang suka Salahuddin punya lah.
Salahuddin punya sama.
Tapi now dah pindah dekat.
Ada pindah.
Dah pindah dah.
Tak ada langsung.
Kat mana
pindah lah.
Another Mahala lah.
Mariam bukan?
Mariam kot. Tapi I join the group untuk delivery.
Nanti send link.
Boleh.
Okay, sorry for tu. So you said first is Farouk, second is
Hafsah.
third
Third
is
shawarma tadi tu. Used to be shawarma Salahuddin.
Okay, what's the fourth?
Yang keempat.
Ada
Yang keempat
Top 5.
sebenarnya Cafe Icon.
Cafe Icon.
Honestly, Cafe Icon macam somewhere between nombor 1 nombor 2 lah. Sebab I suka dia punya makanan tengah hari dia. Makanan wajib yang akan ambil dekat Cafe Icon would be masak lemak. Masak lemak tak kisahlah daging ke ayam. Daging ke ayam. Lepas tu kadang-kadang ada masak lemak ikan masin.
Oh my god.
Memang sedap lah makan dengan kentang sambal. Dengan salad. Kadang-kadang ada avocado.
Oh my god. Wait.
Damn, what the Damn.
Serious lah. Okay, I need to go to
Okay,
Icon.
so as of like non-ice cold students, where is LAWSOC punya cafe located at?
Cafe paling dekat dengan Econs lah kot.
Have you been there?
Yeah,
No.
I lalu selalu.
Econs tapi yang laluan yang dari Farouk tu. Bukan laluan yang dekat dengan library tu.
It's like tahu tak Compass Hill, and then you cross the road and then you masuk Icon punya parking lot, right? And then you just enter the entrance of the Icon and then boom, the cafe.
Okay, what's your not least but number 5?
Number 5.
Yeah.
Favorite ke?
Can you say number 1? I say top 5.
Okay.
You've tried already every mahala
No.
cafe belum?
Macam Zubai, I belum try lagi. Tapi dengar ada aiskrim goreng kan?
Yes.
Biasa beli aiskrim goreng dekat gate.
Gate luar
gate luar tu.
Iconic.
Nombor 5, I think pizza dekat Ali kot. I baru beli tadi juga.
You duduk Nusaibah, right? You know, Nusaibah dulu there's like pizza.
Betul.
And it's so soft, it's handmade. Literally they do it in front of you macam tu.
Ada.
Live. And I don't know, sekarang tak ada dah kan?
Tak ada. Tapi I think the same dengan Ali.
Ali dia pindah sana. Okay. But it was so good dulu Nusaibah.
I think dia orang pindah dekat tu kan? Dia orang pindah dekat Zubir.
I
Because Zubir
think
used to have not pizza. Now there's one pizza.
Ada pizza.
I've never tasted but my friend sedap lagi.
And Zubir punya the vendor yang jual pizza tu, yang dia jual roti coklat also,
betul.
cheese juga kan.
Betul.
And the seller is so generous. I like bought 3 je tau, and then dia bagi lagi 3 extra. So dapat save.
I baru beli roti coklat tu tadi juga.
Kan?
Roti coklat is sedap.
It's cheap,
Sedap.
fulfilling. Sedap.
So the recommendation next time I think if you go to Zubir if it's open because I think it's not normally open petang, probably open malam like probably like 6 to until 11 it will open. Go and buy their filler sandwich. like I said from first episode, it's probably it used to be Farouk's mitarik.
Okay.
Mitarik Farouk. I think everyone would say like probably number one. She's her favorite food in UAE. But after I ate the Philadelphia sandwich, it's like you're ordering. I don't know. There's been thinking of it is mouth watering. You know.
Okay. Saya kena try lah ni.
You gotta try it, and
Okay.
also the fries. The seasoned fries. It's not just like salt. It's basically they put like paprika and stuff. It's seasoned and it's only if you want only the sandwich it's RM5, and if you want with the fries it's 7.
Inti apa? Inti apa? What's the filling?
The filling of the sandwich. It's chicken, peppers, like the bell peppers, and also it's basically seasoned chicken. I think if you go there, you probably know more because you know how to cook. I don't know what's in the filling, but I know it's chicken and peppers.
But if you wanna go to Zubir, like jangan drive bring your car lah. It's like
Kita jalan lah.
parking is like full.
No, if you go right, it's fine. If you go to the cafe side, it's fine. Just don't go left. Left is packed with cars. And I think if you go like probably like malam, okay je. Like malam petang is alright. It's on the left side and the right side. Left side is packed.
Faham?
if you want to just to be safe, you just park at like Ali.
Oh, Pak Kari mesti jalan.
Yeah, just jalan. But it's far lah. But like beside, you know, like the beside Zubir, there's like parking in the grass, right?
Okay.
You can park there also. Then just like it's way closer than parking at Ali.
Do you drive?
I drive.
Oh, you drive. Okay.
Imagine if I nak try buat kan. But to clarify, I don't really do sandwich. I lagi biasa masak lauk-lauk yang Melayu.
Faham.
Like basically
Certified
more to Malay food lah.
Makan kat rumah.
So that's why you said you like Hafsa buffet.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Jangan kena beli. Okay, faham. Like home.
Home cook.
Yes. It feels at home.
So your favorite dish is basically lauk-lauk, makan makanan lauk lah.
Macam makanan rumah lah. Macam even kari ayam pun, I pergilah makan kari kat mana-mana. At the end for me, kari yang I masak paling sedap.
Okay. Nice.
Kena try.
Yeah.
Nanti masuk taweh.
Can. Sure. So that's about you. Can your favorite food and all that. So this is a question that we ask every guest starting from last week. What is your status right now and what is your goal?
Status.
What is your,
You refer to status apa?
What do you think?
She's saying are you single or taken?
No,
Are you
faham.
looking or like sorry, but we made it a compulsory question to like just
Ni macam
spice
deep
up.
talk lah.
Yeah.
No, we didn't make it. She made it.
Okay. Maybe for the purpose of answering your question, memang single. Single sejak lahir in fact. Looking ataupun tidak, I won't say looking. Sebab I myself macam banyak komitmen.
Yeah, true.
So I don't think macam I can balance that. So maybe bila sampai masa nanti.
Oh,
Good.
betul. Trust Allah's timing. Gitu. So, what's next after? I know you just started in LAWSOC as a president, but do you dah fikir ke what's next after this ended and all that?
What's next? Yang paling terdekat ni would be to have macam our own punya almanac lah. Almanac, which is what our plans throughout the tenure kan. So macam one of my manifesto actually was to actually introduce induction course for LAWSOC members, not only LAWSOC members who were appointed during general election, but also the subcommittees. Induction course ni, actually I was inspired by Tawai sebenarnya. I was the committee for 2 years. So that's where I see macam how induction course ni sangat effective in terms of creating bonding between the members, create teamwork. At the same time, that's where we make our plan solid lah. for the 2 weeks of Taweh tu. So the same goes for LAWSOC. Previously, we have our secretariats ataupun biro lah. We have subcom under it. So the subcom, for example, subcom for sports doesn't really know subcom for welfare, for example. We don't have that bond because we work separately. We have different niche. However, for the next tenure, I plan to somehow create or establish bond not only between the members who were appointed during general election but also the subcom and also between subcom. So that's why macam I plan for induction tu, I want to do bonding macam waktu Taweh tu, bonding punya module, and then planning throughout the tenure, our almanac for 1 year, and third would be a module about etiquette. Previously we invite our alumni Datuk Tengku Naufal to provide workshop about etiquette, how we want to deal with third parties apa semua. So I would say it is very important for LAWSOC members, not only the members but also the subcommittees to have that PR ataupun solid etiquette skills lah, because definitely we have to deal with many third parties in the future. We have to invite firms, judges. So the subcoms also should be a good representation of LAWSOC as well lah for me.
Like professional. I'm
Yes.
interested in the induction course. Like, can you like explain about it? Like during Taweh, like what did you guys do for induction?
During Taweh? During Taweh, hari pertama dia divide into 3 days, if I'm not mistaken. Hari pertama we did activities dekat Wadi Budi, mostly to bond first lah, macam make activity fun-fun. Sebab imagine, you have to work with person you somehow tak pernah jumpa langsung. So 150 committees yang tak pernah bekerja bersama dan tak pernah jumpa, suddenly have to work for 3 weeks. How we want to execute that, kan? So hari pertama tu we bond, and then macam modules for teamwork, that one under stat lah. Under stat. Hari kedua usually we will bergerak to outside from UIA. I think dekat mana hari tu kita pergi?
Mana?
Melaka.
Oh my
Melaka
God.
Kalau nak pergi
Melaka. Kat Melaka, we did activity macam water confident, lepas tu masuk lumpur apa semua. At the same time, ada satu macam banyak session for planning between biro. Macam presentation and then macam practice. Contohnya for program creator, we have to master the use of walkie-talkie. So that's where macam they will start to introduce. So during the preparation days, we will do the necessary preparation lah and do the training apa semua. So same goes for LAWSOC lah. I want to do the similar way.
Before this tak ada.
Tak ada. So I hope after that, somehow the bonding between secretariats pun lebih kukuh lah. Sebab I think sangat penting supaya kita between secretariat ni tak ada rasa berkira untuk render bantuan. For example, media boleh sentiasa macam bantu ada secretariat sports ke, to do the poster, videography apa semua.
Betul. Oh, okay. So that's what you're planning for this tenure punya LAWSOC, your tenure. Like, and then after this tenure ends, do you plan on continuing LAWSOC? Maybe nak sambung ISU, don't know.
Or you just planning like to chill down? You
Just
say you
like
want to be like the
mysterious-
mysterious
Yes.
Mysterious
girl.
girl. Like when you dah 40 year nanti.
I think for LAWSOC, maybe no, because I myself, after dah habis this tenure, I will not be qualified anymore to contest. Under the constitution of LAWSOC, we have to have at least one academic year left to be a candidate. So I tak boleh lah definitely. But what I can do would be somehow to informally assist lah the new tenure before waktu the transition tu. I faham je every transition between previous tenure dan new tenure ada je kekaburan, things yang the new tenure tak tahu. So that's where the role of previous tenure sangat-sangat penting untuk make sure the new tenure dekat landasan yang betul.
Okay. May Allah is everything. So, any last words towards those
Because I call your people. I'm joking. What you call? I call.
Icolians?
Icolians.
Okay.
For ICTizen, we call them iCitizen.
Oh, iCitizen.
Yeah.
Okay, macam NCitizen lah.
Ah,
Okay.
something like that.
okay. Any last words? before we end?
Okay. Last word to Icon sahaja ke any candidate yang tengah contest sekarang ni for ada kuliah?
Anything you want to talk
Yeah.
about.
Okay. I think yang pertama for Icon dulu, for Iconians dulu, definitely I will try my best semampu yang I mungkin. When I draft the manifesto pun, I cuba untuk draft things yang I think possible untuk execute, yang practical. So I will try my best untuk execute that. Mungkin tak cepat, but give me time. For any candidates yang tengah contest now, definitely I think macam very important untuk when you draft your manifesto tu, make something yang you can execute lah. So that later, tak adalah isu waktu election, you cakap nak buat macam ni. Tapi later, mana your janji tu. So penting lah for the candidates tu untuk make something yang boleh dibuat. And one more thing, definitely to approach the higher ups lah. Higher ups and also the previous senior to understand what are the procedure, what are the nature of the society, especially if you don't have experience being part of the committee. Sangat-sangat penting lah knowledge tu, sebab sometimes we want to execute, we want to plan for many things, but we don't know what are the procedure, and we don't know sama ada benda tu possible ataupun tidak to do. So sangat penting to do consultation with the previous senior and others now. I did with my president dulu, Brother Akil.
Okay, nice.
I think that's if you talk your last words, I think we can end our episode 6.
Episode 6.
Kita best kau
We want to thank Naielah for coming and accepting this invitation, for making the time to come. She is looking so cold right now. Dia duduk bawah aircon, so thank you so much for coming, and sorry if there's like any mistake and all that. And
sorry
thank you so
for
much
any of rough
those
words that we said. It's just because our English is limited, so like sometimes so hard to explain it. So we just say rough words,
Yeah. So I guess that's a wrap for this episode. Thank you so much for listening and watching. See you guys in the next episode.
Bye.